Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I am Ebbia. Sorry about last Friday. Internally I was not in good shape. It was bad. So last left off, we took care of the Mage Circle. Thank God that crap is over. Now we just got to handle Orzammar. We also got Sten's quest done. Looking at his sword. We got Morgan's quest done. So yeah, time to go into the deep.
King Logain will not
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Logain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
None more important than mine.
Your business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
They hide
What?
because they are dwarves.
Well, okay,
I would
racist.
challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunaidukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Here, I have this treaty.
The Wardens killed King Kalen and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Logain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're
Thank you.
letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden. You'll hear of this. King Logain will see you quartered.
Bye, Dick.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Alright, welcome to Orzammar, chat. There's a succession issue going on.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated. Fair journeys, Warden.
Oh man, people.
Is anything complimentary to be said about these people, it is that they possess a remarkable facility for carving stone.
The Paragons.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
What are Paragons again? When the children of our people come of age to earn the privilege of wearing the Valisan, the blood riding, it sets us apart from the Shemelin and from the elves who have thrown their lot in with them. It reminds us that we will never again surrender our traditions and beliefs. The ritual deserves great reverence. The one who is to gain the Valisan must prepare by meditating on the gods and the ways of our people and by purifying the body and the skin. When the time comes, the keeper of the clan applies the blood riding. This is done in complete silence. Cries of pain are signs of weakness. If one cannot tolerate the pain of the blood riding, they are not ready to undertake the responsibilities of an adult. The keeper may stop the ritual. They decide that the one gaining the Valislin is not ready. There is no shame in this, for all children are different, and our ancestors once took centuries to come of age. Right, so this is about the Dalish tattoos on their heads, and then we learned in Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser that those aren't tattoos, those are slave markings. So that whole, never again surrender our traditions and beliefs, unfortunately, you've already did that. I really should read these. Here you go. Paragons. Ooh, there's a lot. Oh, hey, it's Brother Juna TV. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was that dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a Paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves trace. Oh, I did not mute myself in time. I'm very sorry. Hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. Just reading about the Paragons. Sorry that you just came in on me sneezing. I couldn't get to the mute button in time. Your family, those who choose to ascend with you, become the founders. Indeed, every existing notice traces this line back to a founded Paragon. It's a rare thing, however. In my visit, I learned that only one Paragon has been elected in generations. The Smith Branca, exalted for discovery of smokeless coal. Yeah, I can see how that could be helpful in a cave system. How am I? Well, I could be a lot worse. I could be like how I was last Friday, but other than that, I'm okay. Met Paragon Branca only once during my stay, and I consider it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles. Perhaps above even the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the Paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than the Hall of Heroes, though which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold, great works of stone all seeming to hold up the ceiling above, and it's meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar of all who have come before. I think it is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. Yeah, if you want to live up topside, you can't really come back.
I'm led to understand that the Canary have their own mages as well. Is this so?
You would not understand.
Not to understand? Is it mental capacity that you believe I lack? Or are you worried I will sympathize with my so-called brethren?
Take your pick.
Is that supposed to make me angry?
It means I find myself wishing that your people held proper, civilized attitudes towards magic.
That is a rather hostile thing to say.
And yet you continue speaking. Astonishing.
God dang, Stan, I really dislike you. Trust me, he's being replaced. I like how the door guard is like, oh, King Loghain? Well, F you. Hey, I'm a Grey Warden. They killed the former king. Ah, you're cool. Sweet.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Well then. Me. Oh, good.
I won't have fighting in the commons, especially in front of outsiders.
Diamond quarter right, proving ground straight ahead. Hi.
Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want.
Okay.
Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate. Surfacers, if you must be our... See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
Honestly, it sounds great.
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. Yes, you should.
Alright. Our armorers, general goods, Filda, Tapster's Tavern, Brother Burko. Dagna! We are definitely talking to her. Gem merchant.
Where did they put all the rock, I wonder?
Well, Morgan, probably in the lava, but considering the fact that that's not really doing anything to the rock in there, that's actually a really good question. Hi.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. I, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fold and tasset, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself. I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man, My father did business with him. He always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Alright, what do you got?
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Ooh. Hang on, I'm sending something to my older sibling. Hope everybody is going well today, chat. On this nice, lovely Friday with good weather, which I've learned that I am apparently being treated to dinner, maybe? Cool! No! Don't ask me to follow you at all. Say anything like that again, I will straight up ban you. I do not care. If I follow you, I will do so at my pleasure. Don't ask me to follow you whatsoever. I will consider that advertising, and that is against one of the rules for this channel. No. Dwarven Master. So this is your only warning.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Rak. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way... You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money since my husband died. But wait, I saved his shield, the masterpiece my husband Smith. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing. How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
Instead of do it for free.
Warden, so you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Yeah, it's good just to pick up this side quest because we'll actually be able to do it on the way there. No, I did not follow you back. And now you're banned. Bye.
I do not even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
Probably mushrooms. Note to myself to get rid of that person on my Twitter.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
How does the caste system work? Anyway, for those on YouTube, I apologize if it sounds like I was a terrible person right there. But I have strict rules for my Twitch channel, and if they are not followed, one, you need to learn how to read. Two, you better have some good reading comprehension. And three, if you do not follow them, you are gone. I am very tired of people coming in and like, hey, I followed you, so you should follow me. No, that's not how it works for me. If I follow you on Twitter, it is because I like what you say or post. That's it. If it's like, hey, would you like to have some stuff designed by me? No, you're out. Why? Because I already go to someone for all my Twitch channel stuff, which I do need to get around to when I have some funds. So, for that, I apologize for the YouTube people. There's your context.
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality. I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Yeah, considering for the Dwarf Noble line, those are your brothers.
As you wish.
One of them is the one who framed you for killing your father.
Maker's blessing on you, brother. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
Yeah.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. But Orzammar persists in worshipping its paragons and forefathers instead of the Maker.
Let them worship whatever they like. The Kun is the only way to enlightenment. This chantry encourages faith in an unknown god instead of understanding oneself.
Sten, for one, your name, Sten's not technically a name, it's what you are. Two, you're basically, ironically, the caste system here is kind of a bit like the Kun. It's just a little bit different. Instead of being born into it, you get born and you're told here's what you're going to be, and that's it.
Are you saying you will help?
I don't know. Oh no, that's Dag. There's a lot. This is the one. Oh. Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Never mind. The Shaper of Memories has refused me so far. I thought perhaps with another advocate. Well, if you have a change of heart, let me know.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Shadow of the Empire? 2 strength, 2 dex, 2 stam. Wow. That's pretty good. Interesting lure trap plans. Wow. Ah, here we go. That's what I need. I need gifts. Okay, so this is a generic GIF. This one's for Shale. This one's definitely for someone. That's for Liliana. Oh, these two are both generic gifts. Okay. Boy, do I need to sell some stuff. Ah, okay, so Caitlin's stuff has been, degraded down to not being as good anymore. Got it.
You called. As you wish.
Pick up the stuff that's 50 EXP. Hi, Dagna.
You look like you're not from around here.
I am not. That is definitely true, girl.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Yes, I'm from there.
Then I'm truly honored.
Oh, that's
I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins? I can't even imagine. Of course not. Haven't you read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic?
What?
He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them. I want to go to the Circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing. That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Nerd! An adorable nerd.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down. Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say. Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Well, maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a
I'm
little
sorry.
incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Oh my god. Can I equip? Dang it! That plus 10 con, plus 6 HP region in combat, plus 10 while. God, man, this would be great. Oh wait, that's shale. Never mind. I can't equip this. Awesome. Too bad I don't have 87 gold. How do I get that much money? Never figured out how to earn money in this game. Oh, hey, look. More stuff. Okay, so that is generic. The rest is not. God, the guys are expensive.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
Those were shell legs, right? Yes.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
Morgan. Oh wow, she's already at max.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Oh.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Ha ha ha! Yes!
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. truly.
Yay. See, she's still a curmudgeon, but she's definitely softening up. Here, have a painting.
Unexpected. Thank you.
Let's see. She was a little low, so we'll give her the
Time to keep this,
generic stuff. You guys are not cheap. Oh, it's a nug.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Alright, just gonna go find the rest of these snugs and we'll head over to the circle and see if they can get a apprenticeship with Dagna.
So I take it that the Swamp Witch and the Grey Warden are, intimate?
I am hoping that is not a reference to Alistair.
Because it believes I'm an oblivious moron.
Anything is possible. As to the original question, is there a reason you ask?
I'm simply curious as to whether or not it bewitched the Grey Warden.
I have no need to force anything from men.
Oh, my apologies then. I was about to offer my congratulations for a task accomplished.
And not intended as a backhanded compliment at all, yes?
Not at all. I'm the soul of politeness.
Dear God, the sass. Listen, chat, we need money and he'll give it to us for bunnies.
You're the best wrangler You're the best. I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Alright, we're done. So I need to go to Dust Town.
Show some pity for a...
Hey, what's up, Otegrin?
You have coin strength? Fine weapon and arms, Dwarven made.
Hey, Irving.
You went above and beyond the call of duty for the Circle. Orzammar, indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries. Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered. I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate. If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
I think she'll be very interested in what happened.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you. I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Yup, and she comes back in Dragon Age Inquisition. I was, me and my older sibling were very happy and that she came back. We're like, oh my god, it's her!
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said. Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a Dwarven observer in the circle since your Relden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books, tuition? Of course, a reward. I was just bringing some lyrium in from the storeroom. Will that do? I have either a lyrium rune that can be implanted in any weapon, or some of the serum mages use. Which do you want?
I'll take the serum.
Here you go. I hope it's enough to thank you. I'll never forget what you did. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Turns around. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. Forever.
Trust Valar, stranger. Here for armor or conversation? Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface thing, and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go. Oh, good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any.
I feel like he should know. Better to find out now than later when she never comes back when he calls for her. And then probably would assume that she's dead. Yeah.
What? Do you even know what you've done?
I did, yes.
Castless now. She can never marry, never work, and never be a part of this family again.
Why the fuss? I am sure the Circle Tower is full of parental figures just waiting to tell her what is best.
My daughter is dead to me now. Leave my store. You're not welcome here. You monster! You sent my daughter to the surface!
Well, can't use this place anymore. That's okay. I don't care. In all seriousness, this place sucks. Dust Town.
Enemies approaching. We'll get plenty for their kid once we cut them out of it.
Very well. There is no glory in bloodshed.
Just once I've let it go someplace without being attacked.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside? My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky. Yes. When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh? Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Yeah, 'cause you know, they always have a roof over their head.
Spare a bit for the needy?
Suspicious door. Oh, okay. I need to have Liliana with me.
Vashaden.
Indeed. Something I can help with? Vast holes carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with the chiseled marble figures of paragons, so fine as to mirror life itself. Soaring ceilings grand enough to make any man forget the sky and the sun, and to question the reason for their existence. I have heard of these things and more, but none prepared me for what I have seen here. It is marvelous. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Yes? Why someone like you? Don't fall.
Maybe you have to be in Orzammar proper, not Dust Town. Oh, I also have to be at approval 80. Oh, high is her approval? Oh, right, we have this.
Oh, how dear of you.
There we go.
Something I can help with? Yes? What? I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike
Hey,
other
we've been
cities
there.
where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the grand cathedral. It was magnificent. If you get the chance, you should see it, at least Val Royeaux. Of course there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais. Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes. Well, they're shoes.
She likes shoes, chat.
Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, The fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring. I wouldn't want to run in it, or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room, perfect. The shoes made in Olay were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
Listen, we shoot for practicality, not flashiness.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Oof. Good stretch.
Something I can help with? Vas... I have heard of these things. Something I can help... Yes? Of all the...
Yes.
Truthfully, I'd like to bring Wind with me, but Got to bring the wife.
Impossible.
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegation.
Don't you love it when someone calls you and they just instantly hang up and your phone doesn't even ring? It's like, why bother calling me? Oh, right.
Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn within the year if he becomes king next birthday.
Oh, this is ironic timing. Guess that's it. What is the current quest? to the assembly chamber. Ugh, sorry, Chad, I'm fairly tired. Of course, about the voicemail.
Warden, it is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Dvorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
Not good.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests. Harrimont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrimont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrimont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes. Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
All right.
The assembly is in session. Enter quiet.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in. Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne. I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrimont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Okay. Now we need to find Lady Dace and head back to Tapster's Tavern. Also, man, I'm real tired. Who's doing? Oh.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories?
Oh, heck yeah, Legion of the Dead. The Legion accepts all. So I was told by one of the Legionnaires himself, a dwarf who waited quietly at the entrance to the deep rivers for the rest of his unit to assemble. They gathered slowly, each equipped with heavy armor and fine weapons, each painted with grim tattoos, applied at their funerals the night previous. For that is the nature of the Legion, they are all dead. Any dwarf may join the Legion so long as he is willing to give up everything he has. The funeral rites are somber. A final goodbye is said to family and loved ones. Any material goods are dispersed to heirs, and last words are said. And then it is done. The new Legionnaire marches out in the deep roads, never to return. The Legion fights against the dark spawn to the last, striking one final blow against the monsters that have claimed so much of their homeland. Many join the Legion to clear the slate, criminals join to avoid punishment, the dishonored join so that their houses and families need not suffer on their behalf. The bankrupted join so their debts might be forgiven, a very few join for a last chance at glory. But the Legion takes them too. This group hopes to reach the fabled fortress of Bonammer. Once the Legion's home, associated with the greatest of their paragons, Bonammer is a holy place that's lost the last great blow against the Dwarven kingdoms, and its recapture would be a glorious signal to all of Orzammar. But capture it or no, all of these warriors will die in the deep rivers. It is a sobering thought, and I know now why the dwarves say the Legion's charge in is the battlefield's most frightening sight. They have nothing left to lose. Heck yeah! That's what Harlock used to be. And, Inquisition. Dang it. Dang it. Mainly because I hate the dwarf backstory they gave you. So yeah, Harlock. Technically legally dead. Do I really want to do these side quests? $10 gold and 250 EXP. Wow. Wow, so good luck to me, I guess. For like EXP. Never have enough spells. Right, I took this because it had a con boost. Grease Fire and Blizzard. Flame Quencher. Grease Fire. Storm of the Century. I need Spell Might, Blizzard, and Tempest. Well, I have Tempest. Don't have Blizzard, though. Choose to blame Pud. Hey, what's up, Caravan? Yeah, so sleep and horror work really well together. I'm just trying to figure out what it is that I would like to start speccing in for spells, and honestly, I'm not really feeling much. Blood control sounds good. Yeah, I could turn to an animal. I could pick up grease, actually. Yeah, let's pick up grease so we can do grease fire. Yeah, if you just got here, welcome to Orzammar. This place sucks.
Grey Warden arrives in Orzammar, most likely to pay respect to the rightful...
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yep.
I am. And what business would you have with me? Now, was that an attempt to cozen me into revealing my choice, or are you simply making small talk? It's so hard to tell with you surface types. You're all so charmingly direct and artless. Yes, I am a member of the Assembly, a Desher. I will be one of 80 nobles of purest blood to pick our sovereign king.
Blink.
If you're asking me where my vote lies, I'm forbidden to tell until the stones are cast. Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. He is leading a Deep Roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go? So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
Listen, I need to get this show on the road. If it stalls, everybody's gonna die.
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Opera. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Hi, Steve. Steve Bloom. Speaking of, we actually do need to go to the tavern. Hi, Helmy, it's me again.
I wasn't expecting you back. I guess you realize this is about the only fun in Orzammar? Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore.
God,
I don't
that's
even want
mood.
the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day. I actually thought he was the better candidate. You must think I'm pretty soddy naive, huh? They're all the same, well-dressed, blood-sucking cave ticks. I'll have to inform Mother that Lord Harrowmont hasn't bought our vote after all.
Hi, Ogren.
What do you want? Hey, I heard about you. Grey Warden, coming from the surface. Great crisis in the world. Someone saw you talking to Vartag Gavorn, and now it's all over that you've been doing dirty errands for Balin. I figured you'd be the one, you know, who could help me find Branka. But I guess you're just like all the rest. Power-hungry Deep Lords. The only real concern they have is whose ass gets the throne. You don't have to play dumb, Warden. Their lackeys only come to me when they want something. Well, if you want the secrets of a paragon, do the work and find her. City's only living paragon, and she's been lost in the deep roads for 2 years. 2 years, and no one's raised a bleeding army to go look for her. Why do you care, huh? You looking to uncover all her secrets? Is that what Balin wants? I know he's been poking around, trying to find things out about her, what she was looking for. Won't tell me spit, though. He wants it for himself, right? A little blessing from the Ancients' technology, and he's assured the throne. Is that it?
What if I genuinely want to help you? What are you talking about?
Of course, that's all anyone cares about. Well, sod off and sod your mother too. I need a bleeding drink.
I don't know
keep
my
on
mom.
your errands until your boss really commits to looking. You're getting nothing but smoke out of old Ogren.
What do I have to do now? Alright, to the deep roads. Where the fudge are they? That way. Got it.
What's this? A human? We make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry.
Legitimate
Cannot
question.
allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today. I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts have pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt. Beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
Actually, they made their move on the surface.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except to...
Except during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening.
Yeah? Yeah, you guys should really
But
prepare.
anyone knows. She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels. Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin. Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size. A few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too. It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes, or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join, and swear their only goal is a glorious death. Best of luck.
Yep, welcome to the Deep Roads, chat. Surprisingly well lit. So, the Deep Roads are obviously, as you could tell, a series of tunnels made by the dwarves that connects each and every tag, which is basically a city.
Very well.
Oh, it's like Fireball.
As you say.
What's up, buddy? And they're so massive that you could actually walk the entire world of Thetis via Deep Roads and never have to go up to the surface. Look, their bodies, they have money. Ooh, inscribed. I forgot what rank that was. And Lord knows we need money. Well, a lot of gifts.
More foul darkspawn.
Get to the good part. Very well. Now we do battle. Have you no concern for your own existence? It shall be done. Foolish!
Yeah, I don't need to bring Leliana. There's no chest. Seas lock chest. Gosh, dingo darn it. What the fuck should I just grab? I don't know. Ooh, that's a gift for someone. Might be for Alistair, actually. Bag of limbs. Oh. Just a bag of body parts. Not sure how I feel about that. you going? So, Caravan, how are you doing today?
It shall be done. It's begun.
Gosh darn it.
I wish to ask a question of you.
Sure.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
Doing good? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm a little tired. Tired playing some Dragon Age. Managed to somehow get free dinner? Question mark?
You and I have been intimate, for one.
Yes.
We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and
Thumbs
you
up.
even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward.
Thank you.
I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
Kind of free dinner? The yard arm. So a good free dinner. I was at my parents' place doing the litter box, and they're like, "Hey," got a text message from my boss saying, "Hey, could you call me?" It's like, "All right, sure." And she's like, "Hey, we need a 5th person to reserve a table at the yard arm. Want to come with?" I'm like, "All right, sure." I didn't really have any plans after stream tonight. So maybe cut a toenail all of a sudden. And if I do love you,
Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
not doing number 4. Love's not a weakness.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool.
Morgan, if
This
I'm
is
a
for your
fool,
own
then
good.
I'll happily
I would
stay.
I am not
That's
like
fun.
other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
Don't talk like that. Please don't talk like that.
You are impossible.
Yep.
Have it your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end.
Oh, I haven't regretted it yet. Anyways, where's Leliana when we need her? I'm so upset. I sent her back to camp thinking we wouldn't need her, but no. Mushroom! Oh no, it's just a stone. Oh, hey, look, it's the Deep Stalkers. they really do have heads that look worm-like. I thought they were just tiny raptors, but nope.
It's a waste of time.
Man, they were... That was a lot. Oh, they're lamprey heads with two... I never noticed that till it was said. I'm just like, oh, they're just tiny little raptors. No. No, they're not. Does this wrap around? Surprisingly, no. Yeah, so apparently I just needed a 5th person. I'm just like, alright, sure. So after stream, I gotta go take a shower and then head out. Well, it's not till 6:30, but still. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of these. Boom! Guys, I'm sorry, but there's a fudge ton. Why do they yell like cats? Man, there were a lot. Where am I?
It has begun.
My book says I can't open up that chest. Yep, I was right. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think this is where the dwarf noble
What manner of beast is this?
is at. Hang on. I have the answer to this.
Begun.
Some creature draws near.
What the fudge?
Begun.
Good lord, there's a lot. Oh, 17 fire arrows. Hey, Lord Dace.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. So what's a human doing out here anyway? I don't understand. What could... These These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrowmont, but the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now, my life and my house's fortune. We will certainly not support a man who would use my family like that. I will tell everyone I know what a wretched trick Harrowmont tried to play. I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
Sure.
And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
Believe it or not, Balin is actually the least worst of the options to pick from. Alright, now let's dock it. Turn to Vartag.
Lord Harrowmont is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked cats in the street. Does we respect none beneath his station?
Oh yes, yes. He totally kicked some people beneath his station in the street. Yeah, yeah. Such an awful guy.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us. Are you ready to meet Balin now? I warned you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
Most money at once, 53 gold. Most powerful foe slain, High Dragon.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzammar's rather convoluted politics.
You should see what the
I am
US
Prince
is going
Balin.
through right now.
Vartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne. Then we have a common goal. We may not like each other, but the Blight is our first priority. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil. Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos. Jarvia and her Carta are behind this bedlam. If you can eliminate them, I promise as king, I will send as many troops as you need to fight the Darkspawn. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger. That's all I can ask, but I can be of no help until this problem is solved. And every minute we wait, more Darkspawn swarm into human lands. I'm surprised to see you back. I've heard of no tragic events in Dust Town. Have you accomplished what I asked? Certainly. We can discuss troop maneuvers, strategies, past successes against archdemons. As soon as you rid me of the parasite draining Orzammar's life. Until then, I have nothing to say. I wouldn't...
Alright. I shall.
It speaks.
You called. As you wish.
It speaks.
fudge am I? Be like, Chet would be like, you acted like you knew exactly where you were going. Nope. I wonder what they do for airflow down here. There we go. Oh yeah, it's been around for a while. Took Salik there after we finished painting my house.
News of the hour.
Good seafood.
News of the hour.
We must not exhaust our
Raylan
supplies.
has corrupted the Warden. End this for Harrowmont.
Very well.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get in your way. Stay away from me. I don't know nothing about it.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell. Of course.
That sucks compared to mine. What if I should sell Caitlin's set? Ooh. might be a shield item.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
Who likes the black runestone? I feel like it was Alistair. Yep.
Vashaden.
Indeed.
Oh God. There we go. Now she's better. Better equipped.
I didn't do it, sir. I swear. You don't want to go in there. No one who isn't Jarvias ever comes out alive.
Sounds like I do want to go there.
I'm no one. Don't look at me.
You have a name.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezhda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. What are you looking for? Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her. Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
Ah, a suspicious door.
Can't help you there, Salrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised?
Yeah.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
So we need a finger bone from a Carta member. Oh, we killed some. Well, we killed thugs.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
idea.
Yes? Why someone like you don't...
Well, look what we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Awesome. Fireball. I didn't ask how big the room was, DM. I said I cast Fireball.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
The base is below the city. You can get to it through the wall of the third house on this row. Put this token through the slot, and it'll open.
Will you let me go now? Really? Oh, thank you. You're a good person.
You're on fire.
Say it. The ancestors have shown their favor. Bless you.
Your wish? What now? What now? It's done.
Yeah. Star Wars or Arlethane is much better. Holy crap, that sounds amazing. How high do I have to be to learn that? "36 magic and all 4 levels in this tree." Yeah, that makes sense.
What's the password?
I don't know. No, wait, I remember. Die, scum!
Looks like we have a martyr, boys.
More enemies ahead.
Oh, this should be good.
Ooh, that's a lot of red.
If I
Shale, there aren't any pigeons down here, so you should be fine.
Run while you can. Our skill has won the day.
Knock, knock, open up the door, it's me! Oh, hey, look, a Kunari mercenary. Bidston's not here now. Also, if you notice Caravan, he too has no horns.
Wipe them out. Shall be done.
You tell him, honey.
Just like you wanted.
I'll check my equipment slots. 84 out of 110. We should be good to go. Guys. Yes, that red.
More enemies ahead.
Hi! Here's our Lord and Savior Fireball. Hey, Morgan leveled up. Jammer's Journal. Jammer's Stash.
What's next?
Why is Morgan's strength so high? I could have her. Nah, that'll still take 2 turns.
Would seem we are not alone.
Very well. Don't give them the advantage. Let's get on with it. Shall be done. It's begun. Shall be done. As you say.
Begin the onslaught.
Go get him, Shale.
finished. It's done.
And thank God we have Liliana who can pick locks, unlike that other rook, Zevron. Yeah, we have to go sell after this though.
Enemies approaching. Very well.
Sorry, an elfin mercenary?
I shall do it. Most excellent. Now it's gone.
The fudge did I do?
We have much to do and little enough time to do it.
What now? We might want to look softly
I shall do it.
Begin the onslaught. Accurate violence in this community. Tough time.
As you say. Very well. Foolish! Most excellent!
We're being a blood mage. We're not doing a lot of blood magic anymore. Now, to be fair, I'm not even using shapeshifter, so kind of feels like the expertise stuff is kind of pointless, chat. Punch.
It shall be done. Very well. Have you no concern for your own existence?
What's next?
Oh, was more to that one room.
Trap right ahead.
No, I cannot.
Oh, that's a shame.
Trap right ahead.
As you say.
I'm trying to be magical. Another acolyte here.
It's begun. We must fight. Let us do it quickly. Oh, the fools they! As you say. It shall be done. Very well.
Please, stranger. Let me out. I see you bear no love for Jarvia.
Task is finished.
Please, help me. Thank you. We've been down here. It's been so long. My friend didn't make it. Just stopped eating one day and all for a stupid bet.
So, the one who died, which I think is this one, is actually the dwarf commoner origin. So that's neat. Oops. Jarvia, how big is her frickin' hideout? Yes. Alright.
I shall do it. Very well.
You should run while you can.
I shall do it.
Battle is finished.
So I just thought I saw something move across my floor for a second. Kill the insect. unload 5 more items.
It shall be done.
Why always attracting danger? You forced our hand. Let's make this quick.
Now you fall.
Hey!
Away with you!
Now we get our hands dirty.
Very well. As you say.
One more complaint for my amusement.
It shall be done.
I don't think I'll do that. Oh my god, I thought it was the end.
Time to squish something else.
As you say.
Yes, Sherry, yes it is.
Make a preserver.
As you say. It is begun.
I had 4 things of heavy plate armor. Holy moly. Boy, do I need to sell things after this.
Just like you wanted.
Ah! Hey, I leveled up. I'm being devoured, but I leveled up. Let go of me! I swear this chest had better be worth it. It was not. Oh, I can learn all the magic stuff now, I believe. Yup. The highest one was Death Hex at 36. Does kind of suck we can't respec in this game, but whatever. I'll live. Honestly, Animate Dead doesn't sound that great. Oh, speaking of, for the YouTube people, thank you for watching. Hate to end the video here, but it's fine. Feel free to follow me on Twitch at Evia7 and Twitter at Evia Gaming. Bye bye.